Hi, good morning, and welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast. This is episode 705. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here live in Southwest Florida in my beautiful tropical backyard. If you are joining me live, please let me know. If you watch the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. Hello, Diane and Dina. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Rita and Lily, and Thea, Pamela, Mariana, Judy, Joe, Val. Good morning. It is really hot here today. I don't know why. It is extreme. I think it's been 96% humidity all weekend. Feels like it out here. I'm already sweating and I've only been setting up. Hi, Kiranjeet and Donna. Thank goodness I didn't ride my bike to the beach. I would have been a hot mess. Hi, Trisha. And Judy, Marcia, Lisa, Mindy, Sharon. I think I missed some names. Maybe not. Hi, Wendy. And Susie, Ashley. Naomi, 50s and rainy in Connecticut. Wow, big difference. I'm sure it's going to hit 90 here today and 90% humidity. But that's... Hi, Trisha in Virginia. Hi, Jeanette. Good morning. Oh yes, Canadian Thanksgiving. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving Canadian style to all of our friends in the north. American Thanksgiving is a month away still. Hi, Kimberly and Hills. Good morning. Welcome back to Create, Share, Inspire podcast, everyone. This is episode 705. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we are here live in Southwest Florida in my very steamy and tropical backyard. If you're joining me live, please say hello. If you end up watching the recorded version, please also feel welcome to say hello. If you have questions or want to talk about what you've been working on, I had a brain freeze there for a second. Please also feel welcome to leave that in the comments. I know not only myself, but I'm sure everyone else in our loving community here would enjoy hearing what you're working on. Did you craft over the weekend? Are you crafting already this morning? I worked on a new project this weekend, and I can show you a little bit in my project bag. One of my project bags. I want to talk about the bags this morning too. So let's see. All right, so I'm working on a new hat pattern in Be So Baby yarn, and I want it to be a unisex pattern. I'm going to write the pattern for children's sizes, women's sizes, and men's sizes. So it's really important to me that I figure out a stitch pattern or a combination of stitch patterns that I thought would be especially unisex. And so I've been wanting to do this offset post stitch pattern for the sides of the hat, and I felt like that was going to be way too complicated for the increases on the crown. But I do like the crown to blend with the walls. I don't like doing just a single crochet or double crochet crown and then doing the stitch pattern in the bottom unless it's absolutely necessary. So I did the increases for the crown in post stitch, which actually has a beautiful starburst effect as well, and I feel like that plays well with the offset pattern that I'm doing for the sides here. So this will be, I'm doing the men's size, the largest size first, so that we can figure out the yardage for the biggest one, and then it will be easy to do the math for all the smaller sizes from there. What I wanted to suggest and what I'm thinking about doing is for a men's hat gift. What I think would be a fun thing to do, and Be So Baby comes in 60 colors, so surely the team colors are all represented there. Pick one of the colors of your guys or your gift recipients' teams, and then look up online for one of the patches of the logo of that team, and you could sew it right onto the brim of the hat right here. Wouldn't that be great? So like, I can't think of a team for this one, but I was actually thinking about Florida State last night. And so Florida State is burgundy and gold, and I thought if I did a hat in the burgundy color of Be So Baby yarn, I could get an FSU patch and sew it to the brim of the hat. So I think this might, is this color of Baltimore Ravens maybe? I don't know, I'm pretty sure Marlin had a team that had these colors. Tennessee Titans is this color? I can't remember. But anyway, if this happened to be a color of one of your teams, this is Mykonos blue, you would make the hat in this color and then buy a patch. I know Amazon sells tons of team patches. I've found them on eBay before as well. But with 60 colors of Be So Baby yarn, I think it would be really easy to pick any team colors. And you know, sometimes you could do the 2 colors in a hat, right? But for those gentlemen that are a little pickier about handmade gifts, and I know you know who I'm talking about, there are some, you know, something a little more sophisticated, something with a subtle texture on the hat, and then with their team logo on the hat, I think would make a fantastic gift. So if you want more help with picking colors, we could probably do another community spreadsheet. Yeah, Florida Gators, that would be this color with orange, so Mykonos with tangerine. That would be a good combination too, you're right. I would like to put together a spreadsheet of which colors go for which teams. And do you think that maybe I should do another community spreadsheet for everyone to pick their combos, or how would we do that? I'd like to put it up as a blog post on my website and maybe do an info graphic, but I would probably need some help in getting all of that information together. So we should probably pick college teams, professional football, professional basketball, professional baseball. What other teams should we add on there? Maybe international soccer teams and hockey. Would that cover most everything? Maybe? It's still a lot of work though, isn't it? It's still a lot of work. I said hockey. If not, I meant to. I didn't say it right away, but I do believe I finally said hockey in my list. Yeah, I think it would be a great resource for when you're making gifts for people. You can always make someone a gift that involves sports that they love, right? So if we could put that together, I think it would be, how do we even start? We need a list of all the schools and all of the teams, and then we need to pick colors for them. Yeah, I don't even know where to begin, but I do think it's important. Yeah, I'll figure out some sort of a spreadsheet on Google, and then I'll share the link with all of you tomorrow, and then maybe we'll go from there to see who wants to help fill it out, because it sounds like a lot of information. But again, I think it would be so helpful. Thanks for the suggestion, Judy. Yep. Go to a sportswear website. That might be a good place to start too. Okay. Maybe someone wants to volunteer to do this. This would be a good volunteer job too, considering it can be completely done virtually. If anybody is interested in this as a little project and you want to email Judy after the show, that would be great too. I'm sure if you find a website like Judy Cox was suggesting, I'm sure it wouldn't be too difficult to put together. But yeah, if anybody wants to work on that, email Judy after the show. What else? So, I was going to mention the bags this morning. So, as you are well aware, we have new bags, right? And this bag collection has fun yarn quotes on it. All 5 prints are hand drawn by me, which you know, and they have 5 adorable, inspiring yarn quotes. Yarn is always the answer. I believe in the healing properties of yarn. It's yarn o'clock somewhere. Then yarn makes everything better, and I was told I could bring my yarn. So thank you to everybody who's been ordering them. I appreciate it so much. And I didn't mention they are cotton canvas. They have a handle for a tote bag, and they have drawstrings for a project bag. So they're very useful. They can be used in a variety of ways, from book bags, gift bags, grocery bags, to knit and crochet project bags, or any kind of creating bag. I do love the fact that they promote being yarn people, and we can represent yarn when we go out into the world, like at the grocery store. I think that's fun too. So as you know, the bags are available individually. They are also available discounted as a 5-bag bundle. But I do want to say that the 5-bag bundle is close to being sold out. So there will be some single bags of some of the prints, but other prints have sold quicker than the others, which means the bundles will be sold out when that happens. And so good news, bad news is, if you want to stock up before they're gone for holiday and stuff, now would be the time to do it. When they are, so the good news is you can still get more if you want more, but when they're gone, they're gone. I will be, which is the good news, bad news, I will be making a new collection when this one's done. I think it'll be more fun since they're so personal. I hand draw all of the prints. I pick all of the colors. I pick all of the quotes, or I make all of the quotes, actually. They're all my quotes. So it's so personal to me that I think it's really fun to keep it as a capsule, limited edition product, and then gives me the opportunity to do a new collection. So I have already started the next collection. I won't actually do it until everything's sold out, but if you're excited for more, that's another reason. So anyway, they're selling out. So if you want to take advantage before they're gone, you can do so. And I can't tell you what the new collection is inspired by, but it's something that's very personal to me and something I'm very passionate about. And I can't tell you anymore, but it's really exciting. The new collection, I mean, not that this collection isn't amazing and I love it, but I'm extremely excited about the new collection too, and the inspiration comes from something I've loved a really, really, really long time. So that's all I'm going to say about that. If you have been here, if you have any questions about any of that, please let me know. Judy's been posting live links in the live chat, so if you want to find that link for the bag bundles or the single bags, you can find that right now and save it for later if you want. Hi Carla, good morning. So if you have been on my YouTube channel over the weekend, you know that I have been very busy on YouTube this weekend. I uploaded 3 videos, plus I have a series of videos that's about to premiere right after the podcast this morning. So let's start at the beginning. Or maybe when did those cowls come out? Did we do this over the weekend since the last podcast? Or maybe they already came out. Anyway, there is a video for the Rinna Crochet Cowl, which is a 1-ball project in Be So Sporty Bling yarn. This is colorway lavender in Be So Sporty Gold Bling. This is a 1-ball project. You can get the pattern and charts on my website and the yarn. And the tutorial video was released, I think, this weekend. Anyway, very recently. And if you can't find it on YouTube, you can go to the pattern page. I embed all of the videos for a pattern on that pattern page. Well, I either embed the one video, or if it's a playlist of videos, I embed the whole thing. So the other one would be the Nadia Cowl, which is a 1-ball knit project in Be So Sporty Bling yarn. This is Be So Sporty yarn, Be So Sporty Bling Gold in colorway Mermaid. That video has recently come out too. Then the video series that is going to premiere right after the podcast, it's going to be a 3-part video series, 1, 2, and 3. That will be for the Sadie crochet shawl. This is a beautiful stitch pattern sampler shawl in Be So Baby yarn in color lilac. And as you can see, I did my step outs for the videos in color robin egg blue, so you can see it would be pretty in that color too. So this pattern is available on my website now. It comes with detailed charts for all of these stitch patterns, as well as written instructions and stitch counts in the pattern. And now there'll be a 3-part video series that starts this morning at 10 o'clock. So the podcast ends at 9:30. So depending on where you live, the first video will start 30 minutes after that. And there is a playlist for all of the Sadie crochet shawl videos, and you can find that playlist embedded on the pattern page as well. So again, that's Sadie Crochet Shawl, Be So Baby Yarn, Colorway Lilac, and the 3-part video series will start today. I know some people are super excited about that one. Does anybody have any questions about that? Yes, it is shaped to sit on your shoulders very well. Whoever noticed that, thank you for pointing it out. So you can see that it has a little extra volume in this area here, and that it kind of curves around the neck for the drape of the neck. And that combination is what gives you a shawl that will hug the shoulders and stay in place. Yes, could you clip this with a butterfly clip? Yes. Could you use a shawl pin? Either one of those would give you, a lot more coverage here. But if you wanted to leave it open and just draped over your arms, this is the shape that can do that without being required to be pinned. You know what I'm saying? You can go with or without. Some shawls you really need to secure in order to get them to sit in place, and this is the kind of shawl that will sit in place even if you don't. Like, I can just move my arms around, no problem. Now, having said that, you could definitely close it up and make it more of a poncho. You could, or a cape. You could do that on the side as well and leave one arm open, almost like a cold shoulder type of a look. That would be great too. And don't forget, you can always turn it around and wear it as a fabulous scarf or cowl too. Look at how beautiful that ruffly edging looks as a scarf or a cowl. So you could either pin this, you could tie this, but how gorgeous is all that volume of lace and then the ruffled edging at the bottom? It doesn't get prettier than that. It really doesn't. As far as wearing over a coat when you're cold outside, that is just about as pretty as it gets. So hopefully that showed you a couple different ways to wear that pretty shawl. It's so pretty. I love this one. I would consider making this in one of my finer yarns too, either one of the Be So Sporties, Be So Sporty Blings, or Be So Fine or Be So Fine Bling. I think this would be equally as beautiful as an elegant shawl. This is more of a casual shawl in the number 3 DK weight Be So Baby yarn, but you could definitely dress it up with one of the other yarns I mentioned. And you could add beads. There's all sorts of ways you could dress it up even further. So that's a lot. We talked about a lot of things that I did this weekend, but there's more. And I can't even tell you everything I work on all weekend. There's always so much going on behind the scenes. And if you have questions as I'm talking about everything, please feel welcome to ask. I will try to stop and answer questions as I can. Or if you have unrelated questions, if I can get to it, I will. Hi, Daisy from Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining live. Oh, the other thing that happened this weekend that I wanted to mention is I did a new Create Zen video from the beach, and this time I went live instead of recording it, and I did it for a couple of reasons, and you let me know if you liked this for the reasons that I did, or if you liked it for other reasons, or if you didn't like it. I'm open to your feedback. So the reason I went live for the Create Zen with Kristin sunset video is because I thought that even though I was not going to do a lot of talking, because I choose not to when I do my Zen videos, it's really more of watching me be creative in a natural setting and either feeling like you want to join me or just feeling like we're hanging out together. But it is focusing on enjoying the Zen of the nature. However, because I know a lot of you love the live chat so much during the podcast, I thought that you may still enjoy having that community of getting to chat with each other. So, wow, look how the sun looks now. To have someone to share that with, even if it's not with me, I thought there was something special about having that community still. So if you guys enjoyed that, great. If you didn't enjoy that and you prefer them recorded, let me know. But I felt like it was a lot there was a lot more for you this way, the fact that you could chat about what was going on with someone else, especially if you live alone or you were alone that night, to be able to share it with others, even if it's just through the chat, just feels more warm and cozy. Thanks, Patricia. And how about that sunset anyway? Holy smoke, that was so amazing. We will definitely need to try to stay past sunset again. Although it was really scary riding my bike home. There were bats swooping down at me because it was full-blown legit dark when I got on my bike, and I had to ride in the shoulder with cars, and there were bats swooping down. I almost ran into a pole at one point. Then my heart was racing, and anyway, I should plan on doing those on days that I park the car at the beach. I don't want to ride my bike home that late, but I will walk back to my car. That'd be easy. So it was, I got home safe and sound, but it was very stressful. So I was like, yeah, not doing that again. But yes, it was quite dangerous. Yeah, I would say it was quite dangerous. No street lights, riding on the shoulder, like, yeah, not good. And over a bridge, and no street lights. No sidewalks. Oh, no light on my bike. I mean, I put the light on my phone and it didn't do anything. Yeah, so I live and learn. It's fine. But the sunset was incredible. The after sunset was even more incredible. So I hope to do that again. And I think I'll continue to do them live. Maybe gonna sneeze. Maybe not. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, swooped by bats was kind of scary too. Anyway, no, there were no streetlights. So anyway, as long as you guys are happy with the live aspect of it, I think I will continue to do that when I do the Create Zen videos. I thought it was a lot more fun that way. I mean, I got to chat a little bit with you, but I feel like you guys got to chat with each other a lot. So that's not all that I did this weekend. So I finished the one ball scarf and Be So Sporty bling yarn, the crochet motif scarf, and I finished the Be So Sporty crochet cardigan this weekend. Not only did I finish the samples, but I wrote the patterns, sized the patterns, made all the charts, and I have both patterns sent off for tech editing. So next up would be photography and working our way through tech editing, but that means both of them are a lot closer to being done. So I wanted to show you the scarf that's blocking right now. And I wanted to show you that I'm blocking it maybe a little differently than you've seen before. I didn't want to pull out 4 blocking mats to do this the full length. So it ends up, the scarf is about 60 inches long by 6 inches wide, which is extremely awesome for a one ball project. The fact that I could get that much yardage out of one ball of Be So Sporty yarn is really impressive. This is only 300 yards of yarn, and I got a 6-inch wide by 60-inch long scarf. So these are crochet motifs that are joined as you go without having to cut yarn between the motifs, which is a really, really interesting technique. So even though it's 60 times 4, 240 motifs, if you were to do this the traditional way, that would be 480 ends to weave in, but instead this is one end to weave in at the beginning of the scarf and one end to weave in at the end of the scarf. Because it's a one ball project, there are only the 2 ends to weave in. So isn't that great? So very excited to teach you about how to do this technique. If you are familiar with my book, Seamless Crochet, you are a little familiar with this type of motif joining. If not, I will be doing a lot of education on how to read this style of chart, how to crochet this type of pattern, and there will be videos as well. But the pattern and charts are done, and they are in tech editing now. So excited to say that this is moving along nicely. Oh, I was going to mention the blocking way. So instead of grabbing 4 blocking mats and making this long and having a hard time finding out where to put it and all that stuff, I decided to fold it in half And yes, does that mean there's a little bit that's double thickness there? Sure, but it's going to dry quickly anyway. I've been having it dry overnight over a ceiling fan, so that circulating air is really helping it dry quickly, and it's almost dry now. In fact, if I set it in front of this big fan here after the show, it'll be dry within the hour. It's very close. And then it will be ready for photography, and that pattern should be available sometime this week, and I'll be doing videos thereafter. And that, oh, and what am I calling it? It's going to be called the Larissa, Larissa, Larissa crochet scarf. I'll let you know when it's available. And then the next one that's ready, almost ready, is the Selma crochet cardigan. So I'll try it on for you so you can see. Not exactly the best dress to wear it with, but oh well, you'll get the idea. So you can see how pretty this turned out. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the front bands. I love the scalloped edge under here. So the pattern is written and sized in 5 different sizes. I've got charts for all the different components of the project, and it is in tech editing now, and it should be ready hopefully later this week. So exciting, right? Very exciting. And of course, you know, lots of other stuff going on. And I'll let you know as soon as I can. But that's a lot of projects I talked about today. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Thank you, Nadine. How do you figure out what the width should be for blocking? I'm not sure what you mean. If you know your gauge swatch ahead of time, then you would know what it is per motif, and you'd have an idea of how big it'll be for the full size. If you're asking how much I pull on something to stretch it in blocking, I guess it's just a touch and a feel. You know how far you can pull something without being damaging. I like things to be taut, but I don't like to pull too hard. Hopefully that's what you mean. And blocking, you notice I use blocking wires on that one too. That really helps everything to stay uniform so that you're not actually pulling something out of shape. Yes, the shawl is already on my website. It's called the Sadie crochet shawl. The pattern with charts is available on my website now, and the videos will premiere in 33 minutes. So the first video will be at 10 o'clock, second one will be at 10:15, and the third one will be at 10:30. They're under 15 minutes apiece, so I was able to schedule them 15 minutes apart. I think the first 2 are around 8 minutes, and the third one's about 10 minutes. Ah, good for you, Carla. Reminder set for all of them. Great. That's helpful. Setting reminders is helpful. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you click that bell button right next, or even if you have subscribed to my channel, if you haven't yet clicked that bell button next to the subscribe button, clicking that bell will set up notifications so that YouTube will always tell you when I have a new video uploaded or a new live premiering or a new live. Now, if you have clicked that bell and you're not getting notifications, all you have to do is go into the settings of your phone, go under notifications, and then look up YouTube. So it's kind of like a double opt-in prompt. You set it up on YouTube, but then you have to double check on your phone that it's allowing notifications from YouTube. Once you do that, you'll get a pop-up every time I go live, and you won't miss anything, or every time that I upload a video. So it's great if you've been struggling with missing stuff. It's a great way to not miss anything anymore. Does anybody have any other questions? Oh, and then again, from the beginning of the show, if anybody would like to volunteer to help me put together that database for sport teams and college teams and colors for Be So Baby Yarn to help people make sport enthusiast gifts, let me know. If anybody wants to help, let me know, and we can get started on that. Carla, it depends on what yarn you're talking about. Why don't you, if you're having trouble on the website, you're welcome to contact Judy after the show, judi@kristinomdahl.com. I have lots of yarn in stock, but let's see if we can help you with what you're looking for. All right, well, thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed my beautiful backyard, all of my show and tell, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, and I'll see you in the at the premiere of the Sadie 3-part video series starting in 30 minutes. Bye. Oh, and someone said, can we do international teams? Absolutely. The more information you want to share with me, the better. Awesome. Bye-bye.